ज्ञानमयी चैतन्यमयी सत्यमयी परमे. Good morning, Vande Matram, Namaste, welcome all of you. Today, the topic of this spiritual discussion will be on Fundamental 5. Very interesting topic, Fundamental 5. So, shortly we have discussed Essential 5. Today we are going for this discussion on 5 basic elements, Fundamental 5s. So when we are considering the 5 means something will be there, some elements will be there, at least 5 in numbers. But fundamental 5, these are the fundamental things which has to be discussed, which has to be brought forward. Very interesting topic when we are considering of this fundamental 5. The thing is that Khit, Ap, Teja, Vyama, Marut. So Khit, Ap, Teja, Vyama, Marut. In Sanskrit, the 5 terms, it has been decided and declared. It has been defined and discussed in old Purans and all. We have known this Vedas and all. So we will discuss in short, of course, on these 5 fundamental elements. Khiti means it is earth. Ap means water. Teja means fire and light. Vyama, it is sky, space. Maruta, it is air. So on 5 basic 5s, we will have a short discussion here. The basic 5 elements, it is almost, the caption is fundamental 5. So initially we will go for a discussion, it is on Khiti. So Khiti, it is of course earth. Sri Aurobindo has quote, on this earth, of course, everything, it is earth mother bearing the every creature's sacrifice. Earth bears all creatures' sacrifice. It is the base on which actually we are standing here. This is the original thing. It is the initial level from which we stay, we live, and we erect our structures from where our upward evolution, upward journey starts. This adventure starts from this one. So Sri Aurobindo quotes here, earth is the heroic soul's battlefield. Earth is the chosen place for the mightiest souls. Just imagine how it has been gloriously, magnanimously described by Sri Aurobindo. Chosen play for the mightiest souls. Of course, Darwin has given some clue. That's his very interesting thesis. His theme was there. His definition was there. His ethics was there. Struggle for existence and survival of the fittest is theory. And Sri Aurobindo also gives one beautiful line, quotes beautiful line. Earth is the chosen place for mightiest souls. Superlative, for the chosen place for the mightiest souls. So here, Mother has a beautiful quotation. This Sri Aurobindo, of course, quotes it. This world is a beginning and a base. The world is a beginning and base from where, of course, we have already discussed. All the erection, all the upward projection, all the upward adventure starts from this earth. This world is a beginning and base. Mother has a beautiful prayer on 25th July, of course, 1914. In page 207, she had a beautiful prayer on earth. At the rising of the sun, I sang the praise of this world in which it is possible not only to desire thee, but also to know thee and even to become thee. Just imagine how wonderful, really, it is a very tactical advice given by Mother, and this Mother, of course, has prayed. This was her prayer. It was for, on behalf of herself, she has prayed on behalf of the entire world, entire the nation, as a entire human race as a whole, at large. So I will quote it again. At the rising of the sun, I sang the praise of this world in which it is possible not only to desire thee, but also to know thee and even to become thee. And I was astonished that there should be some who so ardently aspire to leave this universe and enter another world of perfection. This world, another world of perfection, means there is some lacuna, there is some sort of loopholes in this world. There is no perfection at all here. So this earth has been very gloriously defined by Sri Aurobindo in his quotings. I will take this on earth. It is a very interesting air. So after touching this earth, we will go for the second element. After Khiti, earth, we will go for the second thing that is actually Teja. So we'll come to the water. Water, we know the basic element. Second, of course, khiti of means that water is there. It is the fundamental element, basic elements for the survival of the entire human being, entire living being, rather. Without water, nothing can be done. Without water, the entire world will be converted into the desert. Without water, the things are getting desert because that binding power. It is the binding particle. Of course, it carries. It takes all the things. Without it, without the binding agent, water, everything turns. This soil, this hardness, everything, this fertility, nothing. Everything will go. Only desert will be there. So 3/4 of the world is packed with water. Entire universe, entire the world, 3/4 of the space has been covered by water. We know, we sail, we swim, we go measure the depth, everything, all the entire thing is there hidden behind this water. Water is the basic. Without basic, nobody can be able to live. It is actually fluid stage, and this it is confirming that vast seas are there, oceans are there, rivers are there. All are the ocean portions of the infinite. It has been created by the divine. So these are the things, basic elements. Second element, it actually it gives us water for the drink, for the commercial purpose, for the irrigation purpose, and for the survival purpose. Without it, nothing can be done. Without water, the main binding agent, the entire earth turns to a very unbounded particle like desert, which it turns sand. So there is no possibility of living. Its hardness goes like this. Second one we have considered, that is actually of most interesting thing. So this water or up. The third one comes the teja. It is light and fire. So very interestingly, we are going to discuss the third thing, that is truly fire or light. Will go and discuss it. Sri Aurobindo has quoted, all light is not the light of the spirit. It is of course spiritual definition, but light we see, sun gives light and heat, it is there. Without the heat and light proper, really nothing, no life can be possible. Everything will be covered with darkness, inconscience and ugliness. So no life, no movement, no motion can be possible without this light. For this light, after this creation of the light, the entire creation was there to take shape and take form. Here in the quotes here, if fire has come and touched man's heart and gone, a few have caught the flame and risen to a greater life. Of course, it is very tactically, it is the real true thing, true environmental, true creation was there. After the arrival of this light, everything was possible. So here with the quotes, a fire has come, touched man's heart and gone. A few have caught the flame and risen to the greater life. Those people who have risen the flame have got to risen to the greater life. So light and fire, it is the important thing. This with the light, actually this arrival of this dawn, this creation of the sun with its light and heat, the creation is going and creation is moving forward. It is advancing step by step. Dawn built her aura of magnificence. We know the dawn morning we see sun rises in the east and sets in the west. We get light and heat. Still in the course, God is everywhere, and where is God, there is light. Very interesting definition. When the God is everywhere, and where is God, there is light. So entire wherever we go, there is the presence of God. Ultimately, there is the presence of the light. Definitely, it is that. Here in the course here, two lights that turn towards the parent sun, two fires that turn towards the original fire, original sun. So to lift man's soul towards truth and God, we are born. These people, to lead man's soul to God and truth, we are born a little nearer to the idea divine. This idea will be divine, the life will be divine, the work will be divine, the form will be divine. So naturally, two light that turn towards the two rays that turn towards the parent sun, two fires that was burning towards that original source. So these are two. So when the two are there, we have come to raise the man's soul towards truth and God. Again true. This is the work we are doing here. Then another things here in the course here in the, for this, so the light grows always. The fundamental principle of light, The law of light is to grow always up towards the parent source. It burns upwards always up to the top. So here in the course of the another term we have seen the psychic fire. The psychic fire is burning. It is in the unlit position, unlit temple of eternity. The psychic fire is there inside us, inside it is behind the veil, behind the heart it is there. The steer of the court, the psychic fire must be burned, must be lit, and all must be thrown into it with the divine name with it. So this fire, psychic fire, must be burned. Then Sri Aurobindo quotes again, turn your eyes more to the coming light and less to the immediate darkness. So we can remember one beautiful message given by Romarola, it is better to light the lamp than to curse the darkness. So here Sri Aurobindo also quote, turn your eyes more to the coming light and less to the immediate darkness. This is the fundamental principle Sri Aurobindo quotes. A ray of two light can prevail eventually against a tenfold darkness. So light has its own value, and it will give the moral value. Of course, it is the interesting thing that we have taken upon ourselves. Then comes this another term comes. This is actually Khit of Teja, then Byomo, that sky, or we have already seen the sky. We have discussed to some extent, and we will see here about this sky, the fundamental principle, the space. So here in the course here on sky, space is only he, sky is his body. You sky the for page for the for pages for his tail and the blades it is described. So here in the quotes again about the sky. The sky above is a communique of doom. The sky above, it is of course sky is above. It is something like a plate. It is like a cover of this for this earth. And it is a great lover of this earth, and earth and the sky, they are lover and beloved. The sky above a communique of doom. He strove to shield from his spirit from despair. Though this is like a sky, it is shielding and shaping the spirit from despair. The blue heavens, an illusion of the eyes, roofed in the mind's illusion of a world. Then Sri Aurobindo also will take it again another definition, not by swearing heaven's golden rain upon the intellect hard and rocky surface. So this is the golden rain. Rain we are seeing when we are discussing of the water that is up. So there is another water is there, heaven's golden rain. Ordinary rain we have seen that is the purest form of water, but heaven's golden rain, it has to come out. So from with these things, life will start transforming. Original intellectuality has to break down, the bondage has to break down, original feelings, original divinization will start. Then we have discussed the last one we are going to that is on Marut, air. So very interesting thing on air. Sri Aurobindo has gone air, the fundamental thing. Without air, even without water and all, we can live for some time, but without air the life will cease immediately. Sri Aurobindo quotes on air, air was a breath of the pure infinity. Air, the purest pure form of air we are using. The difference between air and wind with respect to its velocity. Air is everywhere packed with your air. The atmosphere is, entire world is packed with air. Without pure air, no survival can be possible. It is the survival only possible due to the pure air. Sure, in the course, air was the breath of the pure infinity, and a fragrance wandered in colored haze, as if the scent and hue of all sweet flowers had mingled to copy heaven's atmosphere. Just imagine air, the breath of the pure infinity. So entire thing, when we are discussing of the Marut, it actually here for us, the pure air, that purity is there, impurity is also there. So pure air is essential. Air was a vibrant link between earth and heaven, the link but a vibrant link. The wide-winged hymn of a great priestly wind arose and fell upon the altar hills. The high boughs prayed in a revealing sky. There is prayer, there is request, there is adventure, and there is of course aspiration. The air was packed with longings, brute and feats. Air was full of treachery, so we have to solve it, we have to purify it. Vande Mataram.